Portugal's choice via Festival de Canção is Mimicat with Ai Coração. It means "Oh heart," but will she return Portugal back to their Portugal and make the final? Let's read the review. So Mimicat will fly the Portuguese flag in Liverpool. It's quite a poppy, upbeat song. Portugal have done quite well with the juries in the past few years, but they need televote support if they're going to make it through that tough first semi-final. Will they do it? Here's a little bit of the song. All right, that's Ai Coração, but does it get your heart beating, Emily?
I wouldn't say it gets my heart beating, but I do quite enjoy it. It's really theatrical and really kind of dramatic, and I think it kind of brings a different type of kind of like female empowerment thing to Eurovision. You know, we get a lot of kind of really commercial pop stuff there, and this is kind of feels like a strong female performance in a different way, which I think is quite nice. In terms of whether it's my vibe on a day-to-day, probably not, but that doesn't mean I don't appreciate it for what it is, and it's nice to kind of feel a bit of kind of, you know, it feels Iberian, which is good and different. And, you know, Portugal, I feel like it's one of those ones where you kind of it's not, you never kind of associate it with like kind of knockout Eurovision performances, but you know, they then turn up and they kind of do kind of quietly well, and I think this could potentially be one of those years where they just kind of go along and do quite well. So yeah, I mean I enjoy it. It's probably not what I'd listen to on a day-to-day, but for what it is, it's really theatrical, it feels traditional. It's kind of what you want out of a Eurovision Song Contest song. So yeah.
Yeah, you're right about it feeling quite Iberian. It feels very, very Portuguese, which is always good. And we say in a lot of these videos, it's good when a song feels like it's come from that country. You know, they represent their culture and their heritage. It feels like very Portuguese, but also if Portugal did cabaret, it's got that sort of real show tuney, musical theatre sort of vibe, which musical theatre is not normally my type of vibe, but there's a real clap along quality to this, and it's not even like it takes a while to get going. You want to start clapping from the beginning. So I think, you know, in the arena when I'll be there, I'm gonna keep boasting. I'll keep doing it every video. When I'm there in the semi-final, I reckon a lot of people around me will be clapping along to it. It's gonna get the crowd going. And I think after Serbia and Latvia in that semi-final, it's gonna they're two quite dark songs. This is going to lighten things up, so I think she benefits from the running order. And it's really, yeah, it's punchy. She gives a lot of welly into it. My main reservation is it's stronger on the studio track than the live version. Maybe it was just the studio mic quality, I don't know, but it slightly muffles all together a little bit during her Festival de Canção performance, and it doesn't quite pop as much as it does when you're listening to it on Spotify, for instance. So if that's worked out, and if they find a way to actually, you know, make it sound a little bit cleaner, this could actually do all right. So yeah, I quite like it. It's certainly better than last year. I know a lot of people were big fans of Saudade, but I still think it's like Loose Women on.
Last year it really grew on me once we actually saw it on stage, because I was exactly the same. I wasn't sold, and then I saw it, and then I'm like, and it's one of those ones that I'll listen back to now. It's
really
calming, peaceful.
Oh no, I still don't get it.
This is definitely not calming and peaceful, but it's still good.
Yeah, no, I still don't get last year's one at all. I think it's just, I don't think she can sing, frankly. Whereas Mimicat can sing, thankfully, and she's hopefully, well, we'll see. Is she going to sing her way and Portugal's way into the grand final? She's performing 5th in the first semi-final. 10 songs will make it through. There's only 15 performing. Will she be one of those 10? And out of 10, what do you score it, Emily?
Yeah, I mean, I think this is different and memorable enough, and televote friendly enough that it should get through. It's definitely not in the kind of 11th place onwards in that first semi-final for me. I've given it a 7 out of 10, which just reflects that I enjoy it as a performance, but would I kind of choose to listen to it maybe outside of the contest? Possibly not. But you know, as far as kind of a Eurovision, as a Eurovision song, I like it.
Wonderful. I will give it a similar score. It's a 6.5 for me, which is strange because I think I
Yeah,
don't
you
know.
sounded more, you know, at least on the same level of positive as me.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I will 6.5 or a 7. You know what? I will give it a 7. Fuck it. A 7 out of 10. Will she qualify? I hope she will. I can see, and I'm not going to spoil the surprise. I can see 5 songs not qualifying before this, if that makes sense. I don't see her in the top 10, but I don't see her in the bottom 5, which
makes perfect mathematical sense.
of course, in the Venn diagram, she's sort of awkwardly lingering on the outside. So yeah, she maybe she won't get through. I don't know. It depends. It depends. I kind of think, strangely, it's either this or Croatia, which is a bit rogue, and they're very, very different songs. But I think Croatia, people will either really get on board with it and think it's funny, and then they'll put that through, or if they're like, "What the fuck is this?" and then they won't vote for it. I think this will make it through instead.
Interesting.
So who knows? Who knows? But yeah, 7 out of 10. Let's go for.
Yeah. Okay. Wow, we're on the same page. How nice. So we're on the same page. Let us know if you're on the same page in the comments below, and don't forget to like. Thank you. I know it's super smooth. But let us know what you think in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe and click the little bell so you get notified every time we upload new content. But that's it for this episode. Thanks very much for watching.